Have you ever felt a cold spot in a room, even when the windows were closed? Have you heard a whisper, a sigh, a footstep when you knew you were alone? These are the moments when the veil between our world and the spirit world feels thin. These are the moments when we remember we are not alone. Since the beginning of time, humans have told stories of ghosts. These stories are found in every culture, on every continent. Why? Because ghosts are more than just scary stories. They are glimpses into the mysteries of life and death. They remind us that there are forces beyond our understanding. Join me now as we journey through the history of ghosts. We will explore ancient beliefs, medieval hauntings, and the rise of modern ghost hunting. Prepare yourself, because where we're going, the temperature is about to drop. Imagine yourself thousands of years in the past. You are in ancient Mesopotamia surrounded by towering ziggurats. Here people wrote on clay tablets, and some of these tablets tell stories of ghosts. These ancient people believed that spirits of the dead could linger in our world. Travel with me now to ancient Egypt. The Egyptians were obsessed with the afterlife. They built elaborate tombs and filled them with treasures for their journey into the next world. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells, was meant to guide souls through the dangers that awaited them after death. In ancient Greece, heroes like Odysseus traveled to the underworld and encountered the shades of the dead. Roman families honored household spirits called Lars and feared vengeful ghosts called larvae. These ancient cultures remind us that belief in ghosts is not new. It is woven into the fabric of our history. The Middle Ages brought a new religion to Europe, Christianity. With it came new ideas about heaven, hell, and purgatory. Ghosts became associated with these realms. People believed that souls could return from purgatory to seek forgiveness or to warn the living of their sins. The church held immense power during this time. Priests performed exorcisms to drive out evil spirits. They prayed for the souls of the dead to ease their suffering. Ghost stories from this era often feature monks, haunted abbeys, and the restless spirits of sinners seeking redemption. Imagine yourself in a medieval village. The church bell tolls, echoing through the narrow streets. Darkness falls and shadows lengthen. It is easy to see why people believed in ghosts. The world felt dark, dangerous, and full of unseen forces. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest in classical learning and a spirit of inquiry. But even as science began to challenge old beliefs, ghosts remained popular in art and literature. Shakespeare's plays, for example, are full of ghosts. Hamlet's father returns from the grave seeking revenge. The witches in Macbeth conjure spirits and predict the future. The Enlightenment, a philosophical movement that emphasized reason and logic, cast a skeptical eye on the supernatural. Thinkers began to question the existence of ghosts. They sought natural explanations for strange phenomena. But even as science advanced, the human fascination with ghosts persisted. Section 5. The Spirit Explosion, Seances, and Victorian Terrors. The 19th century saw an explosion of interest in the spirit world. The rise of spiritualism, a movement that believed in communication with the dead, swept through Europe and America. Mediums like the Fox sisters claimed to contact spirits through rapping sounds and automatic writing. Seances, gatherings where people attempted to communicate with spirits, became all the rage. People darkened their parlors, lit candles, and held hands around a table, hoping for a message from the other side. Victorian ghost stories, with their haunted houses, creepy servants, and mysterious disappearances, reflected the anxieties of the age. The invention of photography led to attempts to capture ghostly images, further blurring the lines between fact and fiction. Section 6. Ghost hunting goes modern, from parapsychology to reality TV. In the 20th century, the study of ghosts attempted to become more scientific with the emergence of parapsychology. Researchers used tools like EMF meters, EVP recorders, and thermal cameras to try and detect paranormal activity. Ghost hunting became a global phenomenon, with television shows like Ghost Adventures bringing the thrill of the paranormal into living rooms around the world. Today, anyone with a smartphone can be a ghost hunter, using apps to detect energy fields or record EVPs. But despite technological advances, the existence of ghosts remains unproven. Skeptics argue that ghost sightings are simply misinterpretations of natural phenomena or tricks of the mind. Yet millions of people believe, fueled by personal experiences and the enduring power of ghost stories. Section 7. Ghosts in Our Backyard. Randolph's Haunted History. Here in Randolph, New Jersey, we have our own share of ghost stories. The Corey homestead, for example, is rumored to be haunted by the spirits of its former residents. Locals tell tales of unexplained noises, cold spots, and even full-bodied apparitions. The Randolph County Asylum, now abandoned and crumbling, is another site of chilling legends. The suffering and despair within those walls seem to linger, leading many to believe that the spirits of former patients still roam the halls. Section 8. New Jersey's eerie landscape, ghost towns and revolutionary whispers. New Jersey, with its long and storied past, is a hotbed of paranormal activity. The state is dotted with ghost towns, remnants of once thriving communities now reclaimed by nature. The silence of these abandoned places is often broken by whispers of the past, stories of miners who died in accidents, families who perished in fires, and soldiers who fell in battle. Even our most revered historical sites are said to be haunted. The Peyton Randolph House, with its connections to the American Revolution, is rumored to be visited by the spirits of those who walked its halls during that tumultuous time. Section 9. An enduring mystery. Why ghosts still fascinate us. So do ghosts really exist? The answer remains a mystery. But one thing is certain, our fascination with ghosts is as strong as ever. Perhaps we are drawn to the unknown, to the possibility that death is not the end. Maybe ghost stories provide us with a sense of connection to the past, a way to touch the lives of those who came before us. Or perhaps, deep down, we simply enjoy a good scare. Whatever the reason, one thing is for sure. The stories we tell about ghosts say more about us, about our hopes and fears, than they do about the spirits themselves. So, the next time you feel a chill down your spine or hear a bump in the night, remember, you are part of a long and fascinating history of encounters with the unknown.